everybody. I'm Will.
And I'm Kristin.
And this is why I'm watching Downton Abbey, Season 2, Episode 9.
Christmas at Downton Abbey. This one has a name.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
I was trying to think of I never did come up with one. I was trying to think of a pun with ISIS. And for a minute when Mary and Anna were going to go to New York, I was going to say Moppets Take Manhattan.
Yeah. The trials and tribulations of ISIS.
That kind of fizzled. So it was good. It was good. It was really good. A lot of stuff happened. Sybil can get fucked. She was in Ireland.
She
did.
She's pregnant.
She did, actually, now that I say that.
Sybil indeed did get
Robert didn't go to the wedding, which, I mean, I guess. But
it seems like the rest of them did. That at least Cora and the girls went.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we're still going to see her, right?
Yeah, she pops back.
Okay.
Edith is making friends with Sir Anthony again.
Oh, yeah. And I guess her and Mary, Mary came clean about
or at least
throwing her over.
Edith found out.
Yeah. I kind of, especially if they were going to bring it back up in the show, I kind of wish we saw it. I was like, I feel like we needed that.
He's also lost the use of his arm, and he is very intent that they are not going to get back together because he needs a nurse now, not a pretty young wife. So
Edith is fine. She's willing.
Edith's fine. She's
willing to do it.
She's like, but I like you. I don't understand.
She does actually seem like she's evened out a little bit.
Yeah.
She doesn't annoy me as much as she did in season 1.
Well, it's like when Mary's 21 and Edith is 19 or 20, and we're sniping, young girls, and now
it's wild because it's been 8 years.
Yeah, now we're all mid-late 20s. It's like a different animal.
So it is Christmas. It's Christmas, New Year. I would say probably a 2-week span.
And fuck the servants for not waiting on us 2 meals of the year, according to Sir Richard.
He was in rare form. It was exhausting.
Well, I mentioned while in our watch along that I was like, it's so similar because Trevor and I had so much to say when Oz leaves Buffy. Because it's the last 2 episodes.
I remember it being abrupt.
He's so dismissive to Willow, and he's such a dick, and he's so into the weird other singer and everything. And I was like, you're just trying to make him as unlikable as possible, so I don't want him around anymore. Is that what's happening? And it seems like they pulled that with Sir Richard as well.
He just was kind of lecturing and manhandling Mary in front of everybody too.
Yeah. Well, the hunt was in this episode, and so they go on a hunt, and she ends up going out with Matthew for the first drive, and then she's with Sir Richard for the second one, and he's all pissy because his gun loader isn't there, and what were you laughing with about Matthew? And she's like, I don't know, he probably said something funny. What the fuck, dude? It's very that the whole time, and he's being just really a cock about it. And he also just keeps talking shit about Matthew because it's just so clear that both of them are still in love with each other, no matter what they say about it. So that does end up coming to a head. Cora ends up telling Robert about Pamuk because he's like, I must be missing some key piece of information. Why would you stay with him? And Cora's like, do I have news for you? And she does tell him. And then Robert kind of confronts Mary about it. And she's like, oh, God. And she insists that he's very disappointed. And I'm like, he really acted like he wasn't that disappointed. He's not
he was
happy about it.
He literally said you'd hardly be the first Crawley to make a mistake.
Yeah.
To which I was like, oh, I think I understand his weird Jane plot now.
Sure.
I don't think it was only because of that, but it's helpful watching him act a fool as well.
Go through that.
I 100% understand the customs. I understand that the women were supposed to be virginal and that was their value and all that. But it just isn't practical. Because they keep talking about, even 2 episodes ago when Violet was talking to Matthew and she was like, marriage is a business. You need to make sure you get the right one, but also you can't kiss or touch or look into each other's eyes until you've already made the commitment to God himself. And it's I don't know. I'm not mad at Mary for banging the hot Turkish diplomat. You just don't get that opportunity every Saturday.
It's not every day you get to have sex with Theo James.
With young Theo James.
Famous.
He still had to work a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's hot, but I don't know. And so and again, also, it's gross that it's kind of fine for the men. I mean, it's not, but they let him get away with it. And so basically when that scene was happening, I was sort of like, okay, I now sort of understand what we were doing with all that.
That was my whole like Marion and Larry thing on the Gilded Age, is I was like, you point to one man on this show that has not been with a prostitute and I'll eat my hat. Every single one of them.
Especially the Gilded Age. I could believe that some of these men aren't, because they're not in the city. Like, they're not.
Well, they are. A lot of them are doing business in the city.
Sure. I keep forgetting this is
Sir Richard keeps coming in from London.
This is the country house. I keep forgetting that part.
But also, it's like the type of thing where even at this time, I don't think it was uncommon in these upper echelons of society for a father to take their son to the brothel and be like, help him, you know?
So you're right. I mean, I think Robert handled it well.
He did, yeah.
And frankly, Matthew handled it well, because Mary did.
Yeah, Mary did admit it to him.
He had to warm up to it a little bit.
He did. He was like pretty, you know, he wasn't like a dick, but he just was like, were you in love? And
I would say
she was like, no, dude. And he goes, well, then what could it have been? And she was like, lust, obviously.
I love Mary.
So he did come around, like you said,
he was cold. He was a little cold at first, but.
I mean, it's a shock, you know, but still.
But also, it's like, he kind of had that moment where he's like, oh, okay, a few things are starting to make more sense now. Everyone has that, like, okay, now I understand your whole deal.
Sir Richard keeps on being just sort of like a dick. And then Mary apparently does, like, break it off with him. But we kind of come into that conversation halfway through. And he's like, are you serious? Like, I have all this blackmail on you. And I'm the one that's been keeping your entire family out of the papers about Mr. Bates's trial.
He has.
Which is totally true and fair. And she's like, and you don't understand why we're not suited to each other when you're currently blackmailing me to stay engaged to you? Yeah. So he
then Matthew punched him in the face.
Oh boy. They were in legit fisticuffs. They were hitting each other a lot. And then Robert came in and said, cease at once.
But not before they broke the hideous vase.
Oh, but Violet was like, oh, I've hated it for 50 years. You did me a favor. So Sir Richard was a little bit easier in the morning as he was leaving.
I actually liked that. Do we get him?
I don't remember
back.
Actually. I don't think so.
I don't think we need him back. I don't expect it, nor do I necessarily expect him to keep his word. Yeah. But I do actually really like that they made. I don't know if they made amends, but they at least sort of. She said, she was like, I didn't want to part on bad terms. Yeah. Like, I wanted to say goodbye. And so I appreciated that.
Yeah.
Well, we also had Rosamund was in town for Christmas. I get her. I get her character. I think she's really pretty.
She's really pretty.
Yeah. And I loved her, like, servant's ball dress with all the, like,
diamond
scalloped beading. Yeah. And her piece of work lady's maid. Couldn't wait to get in there and start poking around.
I feel like she was planted by the man. I feel like the man was like, this woman I know, Rosamund, she needs a lady's maid. Go work for her and tell her to marry me and we can still be together. Because that seems like an ongoing affair.
I think that guy might not be a good guy.
No, he's not. But it was like, it was one of those.
I was fine with him. And then.
So it's kind of, in my opinion, it's kind of like the Fleabag thing where it's like he was being very honest about the fortune hunting over here. So you don't see him fucking the maid over here. Kind of a thing. Because Rosamund was like, I don't care that he doesn't have money. Like, I'm totally fine with that.
I'm old.
Yeah, like, I'm tired of being alone. Like, I've been a widow forever and I don't want to do that anymore. And so, like, he's agreeable and I like him and whatever. But then he was having sex with her lady's maid and she was like, nah.
I was like, I don't know. I was a little bit resistant of Rosamund when we got her she was giving Mary bad advice. So in that regard, I was just sort of like, I don't know. I don't need a villain to drop into the show. Yeah. I like her better if she's like gonna be on the show occasionally.
Yeah,
you know
she
what
is.
I mean? I warmed up to her. I'm glad that she had a scene with Violet, and I like the plot, the character opportunity she gives. Like, I think she rounds out Robert and Violet, and frankly even Cora in welcome and interesting ways. So it took me a minute, but I think I like Rosamund, or I appreciate her.
Yeah.
contributions.
Okay, so I'm going to get to it in a minute. We've talked about it a little bit. We'll get all the way into it. Bates is on trial for murder. And so, but I'm not going to do that yet. So while Bates is on trial for murder, Carson is looking after Robert, and Thomas wants a promotion. And so Carson asks Robert about it, and Robert's like, I don't think I can trust him because of the stealing. And so Carson tells that to Thomas, and he goes, he can't trust me because of the stealing, right? Like, he totally knows.
It was a little hello to start, and he hadn't even seen the license plate. No.
And so somebody, was it O'Brien, was like, just find something that he loves or whatever.
I don't think she meant it so literally.
No, but so Thomas steals Isis the dog.
She suggests that, and it cuts to Isis downstairs.
Yeah.
Just like... And you looked at me and you were like, can you guess where this is going?
You still did a double take. You were like, oh. And then you were like, oh. So Thomas steals Isis the dog, takes her out into the woods, and puts her in an abandoned wagon shed. And so then for a little while, Robert is like, I can't find Isis anywhere. And so then it's like night, and he's like, I'm going to go out searching. And Matthew is like, well, let's get all the men servants together. We'll all go out and we'll be really organized about it. And Carson is like, pip, pip. And so they do. And they get to the point where they're like 10 feet from the wagon. And Thomas is like, at the wagon. He just like keeps looking. Mm-hmm. And they're like, well, that's it for tonight. Let's go back. And Carson is like, go tell Mrs. Patmore to make soup. And he just keeps staring at the wagon. And so he confides in O'Brien, and O'Brien is like, you're going to leave that poor dog out there all night? And he's like, well, I can't go out now. How would I explain going back out and finding her now? And she's like, okay, well, you have to go out first thing and then do whatever. And so he gets out there, and the like latch is undone, and he goes in. There's no Isis. And then he just literally tumbles around.
Falls to the ground.
The forest. For what seems like at least 1 hour. And when he's on his way back up to the house, he like runs in, he like sees Isis, and then Robert is like,
Robert and Isis walking.
And Thomas is like, oh my God, the dog, like, yay, the dog. And he's so happy. And it turns out some child from the village found her locked in the shed the night before and brought her in and got the 10-pound reward, because there was also a reward. And
and Robert is so touched by Thomas's devotion that he decides to give him.
He's gonna let him be the valet for if like the worst comes and Bates is hanged.
Can't wait for them to start making out in the pantry.
No, unfortunately not. But yeah, that was a freebie for Thomas. He gets what he wanted. Throughout the episode, Daisy has found a Ouija board, basically, and they're all teasing, like they're doing silly things. And then at one point, because Daisy is still being totally intractable about Mr. Mason.
Oh my God. I didn't believe you. You told me that it gets to like a nice point. Yeah. And I was just like, I refuse, because I just found her insufferable. Yeah. And they did find a way.
No, it's mostly there now. Yeah. So Mrs. Patmore finally sits down at the planchette and is like, go visit William at the farm, Mr. Mason at the farm. It's William. Go visit the farm. And it was so funny. And the Rosamund's lady's maid is like, is it usually so specific? And O'Brien was like, no. But Daisy totally takes it as gospel. So
I almost made a comment like 3 or 4 episodes ago. I forget what it was, but I was like, is this one of those shows that occasionally threatens us with like gentle magic? And then a Christmas episode is as good a time, Christmas or Halloween. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So she does end up going to see Mr. Mason, and
because I started to say was that I took it on Reddit first that it was William, but then
no, it was Mrs. Patmore.
It was a joke. It was Miss Patmore, but
at the very end, it was Lavinia.
Oh, I was going to be like, what did that mean?
No, it was Lavinia telling Matthew and Mary that they should be happy.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so Daisy does go see Mr. Mason, and she basically tells him basically the truth. She was like, I was only his wife for like an hour. It doesn't feel right, like all this stuff.
But it's like somehow even dumber.
It's so dumb.
Because it's like, because Matthew's father was like, so you didn't love him? And she's like, no, I did. That's why I'm so upset that I lied to him about not loving him.
William.
And it's like, what did I say, Matthew?
Matthew.
Whatever. And I was just like, I am going to throttle you.
Yeah.
Give me that stringy ass hair.
Yeah. Basically, the way that he gets around it, because I almost feel like he also was like, you're going to drive me to drink. And so he finally is like, William had 3 brothers and a sister, and they were all born dead or died shortly after. And so that, I think, is why he wanted to marry you so badly, so that I wouldn't be alone. Will you be my daughter? Basically.
I've got nothing.
It's like he's only got this farm, and he basically is like, will you please be my daughter and let me make you special and like let me give you advice and stuff.
And it turns out she's never had someone who thought she was special.
So I don't remember the deal with her, if we ever find out the deal with her parents, but I believe she's been a Downton most of her
since she was a
most
girl.
of her life. Yeah. Or also, she was like in a home or something first.
I was going to say, we don't, I don't know if they put hard and fast numbers on a lot of this stuff because I'm not Googling it because I don't want spoilers. But someone did say that she might, I think she's younger than I thought she was. Like, I was thinking Daisy was like the actress's age.
Well, they said, the comment said that she was meant to be 12,
like 12 and Williams
start.
was meant to be like 14. And I was like,
Yeah.
That makes their behavior make more sense to me. If they were young.
Yeah.
I soften a little bit.
But I mean, but then it's like, what you're trying to tell me? Robert is what, 17, or Thomas is 17 then?
Robert?
No, Thomas is the actor's name is Robert.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I was like, you're trying to. So what? So if she's 12 and William is 14, then Thomas is supposed to be what, like 17 to make him more appealing or whatever? And I'm like, that is a 30-year-old man. You should have told me that.
It's the way TV works, the suspension of disbelief and all that. But like I said, the fact that, because the notion that she's a girl, I think of her differently.
Well, she'd be like 20 now.
Yeah.
But she's also, you do also have to understand that she is not educated. She's only ever been a kitchen maid.
It's kind of an Oliver Twist thing.
Yeah. So one good thing for her, though, that Rosamund's maid did do is like basically
bully her into standing up for herself.
Miss Patmore. So she's trying to be an assistant cook now. And Miss Patmore is like, okay, well, if it's in the budget, I have to talk to Mrs. Hughes and Cora about it, but I will.
Also, Miss Patmore kind of had a slight good, I've been waiting for you to take some initiative. Something. Like, I've been waiting for this, so...
What else we got?
I was going to say, did anything happen with O'Brien? She's...
Not really.
Seemed...
Yeah.
I guess the bulk of her plot was with Cora in the previous episode, but she seems like she's more rounded than she was in season 1.
Well, okay, so we can get into that because Bates is on trial for murder. And O'Brien...
And the punishment is death tomorrow. We got to get
It is so fast.
We got to get these hangings going.
So fast. So O'Brien and Mrs. Hughes are called to be witnesses for the prosecution. And it's because they both overheard Bates saying terrible things about his wife, about Vera. So they both do that. And then Robert also testifies. But that's the thing where I'm like, oh no, it's so bad. Like, that sucks. Like, how could they blah, 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 do this, whatever. But then you get to the point where you're like, the prosecution is asking all these questions, which means Bates volunteered the information that he like wanted his wife dead. And I'm like, you don't have to say bad things about yourself. Like, I mean, maybe I know the Fifth Amendment is like American, but you can tell the truth without telling all of the truth.
They're like prepared to throw the book at him.
Yeah.
And they even, one of them, I don't remember who, because several people were spectating, witnessing.
Yeah.
One of them was like, this is circumstantial at best. I don't know. Because you're right. Because it's like, it's not American. I don't know how the British legal system works. And especially, I don't know how it works in 1919.
Yeah.
So.
The thing is that it's like, it is circumstantial.
You gotta wear silly wigs. That much was apparent.
That's still.
Is it really? Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah. what is happening is because he bought the poison and multiple people heard him say that he like hated his wife and wished she was dead, and all of the, and like the last visit couldn't have gone worse if you could imagine it or whatever.
If those are the qualifications for murder, then there should be thousands of men hanging in the gallows.
I mean, I fear there were with like men that didn't have connections like this.
Yeah.
So basically, Anna is devastated, but they go out to like an inn with the lawyer after, and he's like, basically the judge it's like required that the judge sentences him to death, but they can still fight that down to a life sentence. And once they fight it down to a life sentence, that's when they can actually get like an appeal going. And so that is what they end up doing. The death sentence is commuted, so it's life in prison. And then they're basically going to try to find more evidence that it wasn't him. Because it
continues into season 3?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She killed herself.
I was going to be like...
herself. But you said Gone Girl in the last episode, and it's like, no, she's
dead. She is dead, but she set it up in a way to make him look guilty. And I don't remember how we get out of it, but she killed herself. What? Is that I was going to say, is that really it?
Well, Matthew did end up proposing to Mary, so they are going to get married now.
She said, "You've forgiven me," and he was
There's nothing to forgive.
It was so pretty with the snow.
Oh, so pretty. Apparently it was actually filmed in a very warm September.
Oh, was it? It was good. You're right. It was kind of like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And do they do this every season?
I do believe that from now on, there is a Christmas-ish special. Yeah. So season 3, they go to Scotland.
Apparently, maybe there's a grandmother that we're going to meet that you said is fun.
I think she's in episode 1 of season 3.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. And then actually, the season 4 end episode is summer. Huh. So it's like a London, like the season.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's always like something like slightly different. And then there's like the season 6 it just says Christmas special again. So
our plan is to continue going. I'm not sure when we're going to.
By the time this is out, we will probably have finished season 3.
Yeah, well, I was going to be like, because we're kind of speedrunning this. We're kind of like just plowing through it. But also, I don't hate having moments to interact with people.
Sure.
Because it's like, if we do the whole thing and then like the whole show, and then those are airing for like over a year, and people are going to be commenting on us, and I'm going to be like, sorry, I watched that in one swoop a year ago. I wish I knew your comment, because that would have been helpful, but...
Also, season 1 hasn't even finished airing.
Yeah.
the recording of this right now, so... Yeah.
So my point is that I really enjoy it. It's kind of the only thing I've got going for me at the moment. But,
we're having a tough time.
Yeah, but so we do plan on going more. I'm just not sure when, because frankly, hell, we could start season 3 on Sunday. Who knows? But
who knows, indeed.
That is the plan: is to continue going, and we're having a good time. So,
hey,
all right,
bye.